Lead generation is always changing. Channels, trends, AI innovation. Well, if you've worked in lead gen, you know what works and what doesn't changes quite often. Let's talk about some lead gen trends that began to surface back in 2023, are being implemented more and more in 2024, and will most likely be here for the long haul. What are we waiting for? Many things happened in 2023 that impacted B2B lead generation trends around the globe. The recession forecasts, layoffs, AI surplus, and updates to Google policies affect the B2B demand generation services industry, which pushes us lead gen experts to adjust our strategies not just in 2024, but the years to come. I'm not going to waste your time, so coming up, our team gathered the lead generation practices used by B2B marketers who aim to survive and prosper through the good and the bad. Trend number 1, account-based marketing. The decision to switch to account-based marketing, or ABM, became a pivot for countless companies back in 2023. PPC and traditional marketing throw out your message to a broad group of viewers to get some interested clicks. ABM, on the other hand, aligns the marketers and sales departments to let you focus on hand-picked accounts. Here's how it works. In the B2B space, buying decisions are typically made by buying groups of up to 10 people. So when a marketer sends one person-based MQL, or marketing qualified lead, sales reps are pretty much doomed to do a lot of extra digging at the beginning of the conversation, which can risk losing the lead's interest. MQAs, or marketing qualified accounts, offer a solution by providing your sales team with a complete picture of a sales-ready account, offering insights into group intent and intel on all involved decision makers. This would definitely be the right information to prioritize and work on accounts effectively. All right, it's time to hyper-focus your creativity. Would it help if you had honed sales messaging? Sure, but boring sales messaging? Never. In ABM, account insights let you devise a creative way to address each potential client. Creativity and relevance are your keys to success. MQAs are great for this, as your marketers have detailed data on each member of the decision-making team and can craft highly personal pitches based on these insights. While technology is crucial, the human-to-human connection still matters, and maybe even more than ever. In ABM, human interactions should be research-based, consultative, and value-driven. Buyers want to be understood and engaged by experts, not just sold to. Moving on to trend number 2, intent-based lead generation. What is it? It's a combination of certain signs and behaviors that show a high probability of the company being in an active buying cycle and essentially considering your product. Some signals might be clicks on a social media ad, multiple people from one company visiting your website, or any of the rest of what you're currently seeing on the screen. By collecting the data on these specific behaviors and analyzing them, marketers can target each lead with the most relevant messaging at the right moment in the right place. All right, when considering intent-based lead generation, number 1, identify target audiences, because pinpointing which accounts show interest in your product or solution and moving them through the funnel allows you for more precise targeting. And number 2, personalize your pitch. Understanding the intent of a particular account enables you to customize your proposal based on the unique requirements or value that they're currently seeking. So why intent-based lead gen? Optimized outreach spending. Intent data shows which account and buyer personas engage most, allowing you to allocate your budget in a smarter way for better ROI. Also, it's a great way to collect insights. As your sales reps interact with the leads, they collect even more data about purchasing motivations. Use this information to increase conversions in your sales process. Moving on to trend number 3, B2B content that feels B2C. Now, this trend has been lurking around for some time now, but B2B communication in the past has come off as very bland and very business focused until recently. We started seeing a shift with more millennial B2B decision makers filling the corner offices. First thing I need to say in this regard, add emotion to your communication. Quite a few brands leveraged this approach back in 2023. SEMrush in particular, as you can see on the screen, featured lively portraits of happy marketers who get to do marketing their own way. To kill the typical stereotype, yes, B2B buyers can be, in fact, youngish people, and they are tired of seeing numbers and thinking of rationale all day. Address the human behind the fancy job title. Be fun and relatable, show that you genuinely understand what they want, and get yourself an interested prospect. Next recommendation, invest in business influencers. People likely will buy the products tried and recommended by an industry expert or a well-known successful business owner. Imagine Gary Vee mentioning that he loves your programmatic tool in his speech at the next big conference. Luckily, working with macro and micro influencers has been around for a while in B2C, and there's not much difference when applying the approach to B2B. You can easily get experienced influencer marketers on board and start implementing this strategy immediately. If you're new to this, on the screen, you can see a few qualities you'd want to see in B2B influencers. Next, I'd say it's important to double down on thought leadership content. Thought leadership is a key strategy for developing business growth during especially challenging times. Online events can effectively generate an audience of qualified prospects and shorten your sales cycle. Combining this with influencer marketing and collaborating with other opinion leaders and influencers in your field, running webinars or masterclasses together, mwah. My last point on this trend, utilize trending formats and platforms. Wherever your audience is and wherever you can build more engagement, do it. Fun fact, did you know that TikTok now threatens Google as a search engine? A survey by Danny Goodwin for Search Engine Land has shown that more than half of Gen Z women choose TikTok for search, preferring the video format and more relatable and personalized answers. So to win audiences today and tomorrow, one has to get on the new trifecta: YouTube Shorts, Meta Stories, and TikTok. I'd recommend even hiring an established content maker from these platforms and letting them direct your online presence. The next 4 trends on my list would be deeply engaging with customers, staying on your toes with updates from Google and policy updates from Google, focusing on defluffing your messaging, and correctly using and keeping up with generative AI. Now, I'm not going to break these down for you in this video, but in the description box, there is a link to an article written by our co-founder on these specifically and much more. So be sure and check it out. All right, guys, that's a wrap. Any trends that you're seeing so far this year, let me know in a comment, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you soon.